and gentlemen, welcome back to podcast Room 303. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. And as always, we have with us EPE. Today's episode 178. We'll be getting into the Champions League and then pop culture pick'em. Top 5 things you believed as a kid. Should be a pretty hysterical category. And without further ado, how are you doing this evening, Nicholas?
I got a question that got brought up this weekend. If a quarterback wins back-to-back championships, we'll start out and just say college football quarterback. If a college football quarterback wins back-to-back national championships, does that put him in the conversation of greatest quarterbacks of all time?
How short is the list? I mean, I guess it has to, right?
Right. Like we'll say top 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time in college football. Does winning back-to-back championships automatically put you on that list?
I don't
Top
think
10,
so, man.
Top 10 of all time. You don't think so?
No.
I think it helps, but I don't think so, no. Because there's there's plenty of times where it's not just the quarterback who's winning it. Okay. Right? You think Miami's quarterback was the reason why they won in 01?
Who was that? Vinny Testaverde?
Bernie
Bernie Kosar? Pretty sure Bernie Kosar is regarded as one of the greatest college football quarterbacks of all time.
Bernie Kosar played college in 2001?
I think so, yeah.
The 2001 Miami Hurricanes team?
They went back-to-back?
No, I'm just saying the quarterback doesn't get the credit for that team. Right? Because you talk about that team, you talk about everyone else but the quarterback.
So is a college football quarterback, to be great, does he have to win a national championship? In that year, to say he was one of the greatest college football quarterbacks of all time, does he have to win a championship?
I would say yes. What's the list? What's the list of quarterbacks who've won two?
Eric,
or back to back? Who's won back to back? It's got to be small, right?
Stetson Bennett is one of them.
Well, yeah, I understand where this question came from.
So notable podcast listener and Dogs fan Tom Lingard says that Stetson Bennett is not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time
in college football.
Yeah.
Did he present facts-based argument?
His facts-based argument was that Georgia won and not Stetson Bennett.
Okay. All right, so here's the full list of quarterbacks to win back-to-back titles.
Okay.
Stetson Bennett, Georgia, 22-23.
Okay.
Tommy Frazier, Nebraska, 94-95. Matt Leinart, 03, co-title, 04, later vacated. A.J. McCarron, Alabama, 12-13.
Go Hawks! Caw-caw!
St. Louis Battlehawks.
That's it? List over?
List over. I thought Tebow was on there for some reason. Did he space it out?
No, because Tebow wasn't the starting quarterback the year that Florida won. The first year Florida won, it was Chris Leak.
And Tebow took over?
So Tebow only won one?
Correct.
So he didn't even win two. Oh, shit. I don't know, man. That's an interesting question. Do those 4 guys screen top 10 all-time college football quarterbacks?
It's very hard to win back-to-back national championships, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, but it's
so
not
therefore the quarterback has to have some part in it.
Yeah, but like I said, in some of these teams, we're not just talking about the quarterback. That USC team is argued as one of the greatest teams of all time.
Yeah. And of the greatest team of all time, you have to have a pretty good quarterback.
Do we have a top 10 list of college quarterbacks all time?
I do. I'm getting here. It's a Bleacher Report article, and for some reason they have a lot of pictures, so it's taking the time to load.
From what year?
Number 7. 2022 was written.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Let me just.
Joe Burrow's number 1 according to Bleacher Report.
All right, so number 1 according to Bleacher Report.
Look how drippy he is.
Number 1 according to Bleacher Report
is Joe Burrow.
Tim Tebow.
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Florida, years 2006 to 2009. Career highlights. Two-time BCS national champion 06-08. Heisman Trophy 07. SEC Player of the Year 08-09. Davey O'Brien Award 07. AP Player of the Year 07. Three-time AP All-American 2007.
First underclassman to win a Heisman, right?
He was the first, yes. Number 2, Tommy Frazier.
Nebraska, right?
Well,
the
there
Nebraska
you go.
quarterback. Okay, so that's one.
All right. That's fine. You don't need to read that.
Oh, okay. Number 3, and who I think should have been number 1.
Vince Young?
Vince Young.
Yo, Vince Young was a great college football quarterback. I'll allow it. I'm super biased, though.
Yep.
Number 4, Baker Mayfield.
He was a good college quarterback. Number 4, though? Who's next on this list?
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned Joe Burrow or Cam Newton yet.
Hold on. Number 5.
Joe Burrow wasn't good
Keenum.
until the last year. Case Keenum in Houston?
Houston Cougars,
yes.
Case Keenum?
Yes.
Yo, if he's on here, Graham Harrell better be on here.
Yo, he was a dog, bro.
Number 6, Matty Leinart.
Okay.
I agree.
Wow.
Number
So you don't
7.
even put Cam Newton top 5?
Number
I
7,
guess his whole career. Okay.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Number 8, Joey Burrow. Number 9, Danny Warfel for the Gators.
Yep. 99, 2000 Florida Gators. Yeah.
Number 10, Steve McNair.
Ooh, I don't think I
at
ever watched him.
McNeese State.
Alcorn State.
Oh, Alcorn.
Yeah, but he was also playing with Alcorn talent around him.
Now, I'm just going to kind of run through this real quick. 11, Roger Staubach. 12, Ty Detmer. 13, Marcus Mariota. 14, Lamar Jackson. 15, Johnny Lujack. 16, Steve Spurrier. 17, Michael Vick. 18, Jim Plunkett. 19, Doug Flutie. 20, Colt McCoy. 21, Charlie Ward. 22, Andre Ware. 23, Jameis Winston. 24, Graham Harrell.
Yeah, R.I.P.
25, Johnny Manziel.
No.
Wow.
You
26.
haven't mentioned Cam Newton yet?
26,
And Johnny Manziel is top 25?
26, Robert Griffin. 27, Jim McMahon. 28, Colt Brennan. 29, Peyton Manning.
Colt Brennan played for Hawaii, right?
He did. The Rainbow
30,
Warriors.
Eric Crouch. 31, Cam Newton.
Yeah, but read Cam Newton's accolades because maybe we're just thinking his one dominant year was
Two-time BCS national championship.
Two-time?
08 on Florida when he was on the bench.
oh, okay.
2-time. If you're going to count it for Tebow, you count it for him.
Heisman Trophy 2010, Maxwell Award 2010, Walter Camp Award 2010, Manning Award 2010, Davey O'Brien 2010, AP All-American, AP Player of the Year, Sporting News Player of the Year, SEC Offensive Player of the Year, All SEC and NCAA National NJCAA National.
But that was all 2010, right? Because he had
all
that
of
was
2010.
That's when he
won
went.
award. He won the JUCO championship.
He went nuclear in 2010. Yeah, you know what it is? I think Cam Newton didn't play as long as we think he did, which kind of factors into these things. That
I know he didn't, but
that top 10 list is
longevity
crazy,
does not make legacy.
Pat White 34, Drew Brees 35, Jason White 36.
Hold on, read what Drew Brees did.
Drew Brees in his collegiate career, Maxwell Award, 2-time Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year, Chicago Tribune Silver Football Award.
Yeah, what a prestigious award. Over Jason White, who's a national champion.
Yeah, Jason White, Heisman Trophy, 2-time Davey O'Brien Award, AP Player of the Year, Maxwell Award, AP All-American, Unitas Award, 2-time Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, and 2-time All-Big 12.
And they're saying Drew Brees is better than him. Okay, whatever.
I don't understand how they
Steve
factored
Young,
that in.
37, Ken Dorsey, 38, Troy Smith, 39.
Oh, Ken Dorsey was the quarterback of Miami when they won.
40, Andrew Luck.
Kosar, because Kosar played in the 80s.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
That's why I was just like.
All right, Eric. So
I just got to give one more shout out here because of you guys. Number 41, AJ McCarron.
Let's go, oh, my guy.
So he's a top 50 quarterback all time.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
Hey, read his accolades. Did you already move off?
No, it's right here. 3-time BCS national champion. 2010, 2012, 2013. Maxwell Award, Unitas Award, Kellen Moore Award, AP All-American, and 2-time All-SEC.
And he's 41st.
Three-time
national champion.
Well,
Three-time national champion, and they put that man 41st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This list kind of disproved itself.
And no Jimmy Clausen.
Get the fuck out of here. Jimmy
Lewis
Clausen
46.
wishes he was Brady Quinn.
Whoa.
John
That's
Elway was
slander.
48. Carson Palmer.
John Elway, oh, Jesus.
And last but not least, Cordell Stewart.
That's number 50.
Number 50 for the University of Colorado.
Damn. That's it. I want to read. Did it have a brief synopsis of what the criteria was? Because 3 national titles feels like it should bump you up the list a little bit.
Seems pretty fucking good if you ask me.
It just says the rich history of legends spans all across the country and includes some of the most well-known football players. They could pass or run and led their teams to a lot of wins. These are the best college quarterbacks of all time.
Wow, they said it definitively. Like, this is fact.
By Tony Adame
there is
on
no
January
arguing
11th.
this.
That's the way it sounded, right?
Yeah, there's no arguing. There is to be no arguing during this. We shall not take any discourse, civil or otherwise.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said, bro. They said get bent.
Yeah, they said we will not take this.
Wait, so all this started though. Your homie said that fuck Nuggets down in Georgia is not. Stetson Bennett's not one of the best quarterbacks of all time in college.
Stetson Bennett is not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
So, all right. So here's the argument: is Stetson Bennett a top 10 quarterback of all time in college?
I think so.
Man, they gave up how many points a game this season? Like 4.9 or something.
I'm telling you, bro.
Like,
I don't
know,
think so, man.
If you're going out there and you're slinging it and beating teams and winning titles like that, but when you got to go up there and make 2 field goals to win a game,
his 2 years combined is not more impressive than Cam Newton's 1 year. It's like,
I might be willing to say Kirby's smart.
What's
his
two-time
stats?
national champion,
What's his
two-time
stats?
national champion, MVP, Manning Award, Burlsworth Award, second team All ACC, 2-time SEC champion.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, bro. He wrote a great look. He played winning football, and he was damn good at clutch time plays in big games. But he's not top 10. I think I'm gonna have to take you. What was it, fellow podcast a listener?
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, you can call him Tim. That's fine.
Well, what was it? What do you guys call him?
What's his name?
Yeah, I was like, what's his name?
Oh,
I'm gonna be like, "What's up, Tim?" He's gonna be like, "It's not my fucking name."
Yeah, good. You can take him.
You can call him Tim.
It's Tom.
It's Tom. All right. My apologies, Tom.
It's Tim.
It's Tim.
I like Tim better.
Oh my god.
Stetson Bennett threw for 4,100 yards his senior year, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
High school? That's not
68% completion percentage.
So you're saying yes over some of those names that we just listed? I don't even think he's better than AJ McCarron.
No, I honestly don't think. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback of all time.
You were just trying to play devil's advocate. I appreciate that. We need somebody to do that.
No, I was just trying to ask the question. And then Tom started arguing with me, so I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to argue back.
I'm going to take the opposite stance.
Yeah, that's how it went.
All right, as we alluded to, so we're doing pop culture pick'em today. We'll be getting top 5 things you believed as a child. And first of all, I think we talked about this briefly on an episode like 3 months ago where we touched on some of the things that we believed. It's pretty fucking hysterical. So, Eric, if you'll share the list, and then we'll go ahead and get into this. Today's order is myself, Eric, and Nick. And that is the order we're getting into it. I am going first, and I'm going on the one that's most prevalent in my mind because it has a clever little rhyme. Step on a crack, break your mama's back. That's the first thing that popped into my head when Eric was like, hey, man, you should probably think about this for today's episode.
It's good, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I used to believe that was gospel.
Yeah, it's not?
I used to be jumping over those. Oh, my goodness. I remember that shit, dude. It was so crazy. Oh, what a knucklehead. All right. Next one is Eric.
Man, I'm gonna go with peeing in the pool will turn the water blue.
That's good, dude. I still to this day. Still to this day, dude.
You know what's funny is all you have to do is have it happen once, and everyone's gonna believe it's gonna happen.
Wait, so it does happen?
I'm sure at some places, yes.
It had to. It had to have happened once, right?
So it's a reaction they put, right? So when it touches a certain point, it turns blue. Yeah.
So did you guys, like the little rebels that you were when you were kids, did you like sneak out a little piss to see if it would turn blue?
100%, dude. Yeah, dude. You had to do a test squirt.
Yeah, you test squirt, bro, for
you had to
sure.
do a little test squirt.
Oh, anyone who says they didn't, you're a fucking liar.
Right.
You're a liar. That's why pools are chlorinated. Anyone who says they didn't do that as a kid is crazy to me. So you really got out every time? I'm just saying, there's got to be a few times you didn't.
So I'll stick with the swimming pool myth.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
If you go swimming 30 minutes ahead of me, you'll die.
That's on my list, dude.
My parents made it. See, my parents and grandparents were like, you will legitimately die.
Bro, I was fearful of it.
You'll explode. And they said it in just like straight, like with all the emotions that a German person could put into a conversation. They're like, if you eat, you're going to die.
Where did that come from? Like, who was the first parent that heard that and then was like, I'm using this, and then it just spiraled? Because as an adult now, you're like, I could slam a couple glizzies and jump straight into a pool.
Oh, yeah.
I do it all the time.
And maybe you get a little bit of a cramp.
What do you mean all the time, Eric?
Eric, you don't go outside enough to make that statement true.
Every time we have pool parties or whatever, like back at Cole's house or whatever, we'd barbecue it up, and then I'd smash my plate and be straight in the pool.
Last time was what? 2 years ago?
It might have been like 2019 or something. Listen, man, I'm only speaking from experience. I'm not saying it was the most recent. It's just an experience I had.
That's funny, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And my second one is going to be if you swallowed a piece of gum, it stayed in your insides for 7 years.
Nah, dude. That's for sure fact.
That didn't get as much discourse as the.
No, I mean, because we all believe that one, but now you hear it out loud and you're like, what a sucker, dude.
Yeah, but you were kids, dude.
What a sucker.
I don't know if I didn't chew gum as a kid, so I don't know if I heard that one too much. But with my second pick,
it's rich white people stuff, I guess.
Oh, well. I don't know what to say. All right. With my second pick, I'm gonna go with. I don't know if this is gonna count, but I'm gonna ask you guys. Did you believe everything adults told you, and then when you became an adult, you realized how full of shit most adults are, and how most adults don't know what they're talking about? I believe adults were right all the time.
Yes.
And then when I got older, I was like, half these fools are idiots.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna go with
any teacher that was like, well, because we didn't have the internet, right? We couldn't look it up. Anything my dad told me was gospel. I'd be like, Dad, how's the sun work? And he'd be like, I don't know, it works like this. And I'd be like, oh yeah, of course it has to. Why would he lie to me?
I remember the first time I realized people were full of shit. I was like 14 years old and I was at church. And it was like a prayer circle type thing. And I'm not going to say her name, but this very sweet lady was like, what's your prayer? And back then I still had hoop dreams. So I was like, I want to be 6'6". And she's like, well, just pray to God and you'll be 6'6". And I was like, This bitch is lying to me.
Yeah, but how often?
I've seen my biological father. I am not going to be 6'6".
Did you pray?
Every day. From
No,
the age of 10 to 15, bro.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, because prayer can really make you 6'6", dog.
You should have prayed to 18. And you didn't.
Jermaine, you're up.
It's me now, right?
Yes, sir.
See.
Oh man, there's so many. There's some interesting ones that I'm trying to think of, but I'm gonna go with white milk came from white cows and chocolate.
Oh
milk
yeah,
came
good
from brown
one.
cows.
That's a good one. Except I never saw any brown cows. So I was like, where are they getting all these? Must be from a different part of the country.
And then I'm doing if you cross your eyes, they're gonna get stuck that way, or just like if you make a face, it's gonna get stuck that way. Because my mom used to tell me that all the time. When you know how you stick your tongue out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, I used to. So I have one that my mom used to tell me. I'm going to save it for a later round because I don't think Nick's ethnic enough to have this. And I don't think Jermaine's going to pull it out of his bag. So I'm going to save it. So with the next one, and you guys are going to laugh at me for real, because I felt so stupid when I found out this wasn't real. But the B-52s, we went to like some air show, and the guy was like, yeah, this plane's invisible. And there was like, they had set it up where there was three sets of tires. And they made it look like there was a ship there. And they put ropes around the tires. And the whole time I was like, how the fuck did they do this? And I was like, mind blown. I went home. I was like, Dad, I saw an invisible plane. He's like, how'd you see it? I was like, well, I didn't see it, but they said it was there. And he's like, you're an idiot. There's no fucking plane there. I was like, oh, they meant like radar invisible. But for like 2 weeks, I really thought that fucking bitch was invisible, dude.
So all right. So not to piggyback off your story, Eric, but I remember when I was a kid, they came out with like, you remember those stealth bombers that were really like diagonal and they had like the like right angles in the back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
they're like the some sort of friggin' crazy stealth bomber. Those flew out of Colorado, out of an Air Force base, and you always heard about them growing up, but you never saw them. And I was like, well, of course you can't see them. They're stealth bombers. They're invisible. And then one day I saw one, and I was like, oh, they must have had their invisibility off. I thought it was just a button that the pilot flipped, and he was like, I'm over enemy territory. Time to be invisible.
that's fucking priceless.
Dude.
Yeah, I was so mad. And then I remember, I'll never forget, we were at IHOP. And I'm like sitting there. My big brother, CJ, he's 13 years older than me. So I'm probably like 13. So he's 26. So he's a grown-ass man already. And he's just looking at me like, and my dad's like shaking his head like, I know this kid isn't this stupid. And I'm just sitting there like, I swear, guys, it was invisible. I saw the tires. And they were like, Eric, they were fucking with you. There was no fucking plane there. And for the life of me, I was like, I tried to fight to the end, dude. I was like, I know what I saw. And they're like, you didn't see it, though. And I was like, well, it was just a fucked up situation.
I love how they kept the tires there. Like the U.S. military has the technology to make every single part of the plane invisible to the naked eye, except for the fucking landing gear.
Dude, I was so mad.
It's the B-2 stealth bomber that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, B2.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Mine's the B-52, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is a B-52.
There's
It's
a
the
B-52,
big
but it's
triangular shaped one.
No, I think you're talking about the B-2, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
The stealth bomber is the B-2, yes.
So I have two geographic ones. For me,
geographic. What the fuck does that mean?
For me, growing up in the West, the world stopped at Chicago or Kansas City. Like if you talk to me, we went to Florida once on vacation. I was like, "Are we gonna be okay?" People talked about New York City and like Washington D.C. to me as a kid in Colorado. I was like, "Yeah, but those are like fairyland places where like that doesn't exist." People are like the Appalachian Mountains. I was like, "Why do I need Appalachians when I got the Rockies right here?" Like that place doesn't exist. The world stops at Chicago or Kansas City because that's the furthest east I ever went as a kid. And I made it into Florida once, and I was like, holy shit. But we went on the golf side, so I was like, okay, I can kind of wrap my head around this. And second, my fourth one, I thought the Bermuda Triangle was going to be a far larger deal than it is. If you listen to those stories as a kid, That shit was swallowing up anything that came into it.
There's such a gigantic piece of earth nobody could go to.
I did this poll at work, and half the people at work don't even know where Bermuda is. And I think that was the ploy, right? If you don't know where Bermuda is, you don't know where that third leg of the triangle is. You just don't want to go in the Atlantic.
Oh, man.
And that's why I was a West Coast sailor in the Navy. Don't want to fuck with that Bermuda Triangle, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
I could see them giving him orders to that side of the country. He's like, no, I don't fuck with that side.
No,
How
absolutely
how far out is Bermuda?
That's a great question.
It's a pretty decent flight from Puerto Rico, right, or Florida?
That's a pretty
I'm
decent-
trying to
yeah.
because it's in like the middle of the Atlantic, right?
Yeah, about.
Oh, here we go. So it's Florida, Bermuda, Puerto Rico. So it's kind of like, let's see, what would you say, southeast of South Carolina?
Yeah, it's about it's about east of South Carolina. If you keep going a general east direction from Carolina, you'll hit it.
That's so funny. The Bermuda, that's the Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda, Florida, Puerto Rico. That's where all the crazy shit happens, bro.
Yeah. My pick, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Jermaine, you might be familiar with this one. Nick, I don't know if you will be, but there's an old Hispanic, or I don't know if it's Spanish or what kind of Hispanic, but you don't put your mom's purse on the floor because if her purse touches the floor, the devil takes her money. So as a kid, anytime my mom was like...
My mom does not put her purse on the floor, bro.
My mom will slap the shit out of me if I put her purse on the floor.
It's not... No, bro. That's why she's always like, this chair is for my purse. I'm like,
honestly,
a whole chair?
I'm 31 years old, and even though I know it's not true, I still physically can't put a purse on the floor. Because of how scarred I am from my mom being like, if you do that again, I'll kill you.
No, dude, that's good.
There's a couple of them. I'm gonna save one for honorable mention, but for me, I'm gonna go just back to back like world geography ones. Just to copy you, Nick. The moon was made of cheese.
Moon was made of cheese. Yep.
I still believe this. You can't. I haven't been. The moon is fake. It's just cheese.
Right.
But this is an actual pick for you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm not the only one who thought the moon was made of cheese. I promise you that.
Moon was made of cheese.
And then I thought that I could dig to China.
Yeah. And you know what? I legitimately think that you probably still could. If you just avoid the core, you could probably make it to China.
Yeah, what's stopping me, dude? I just need a decent shovel.
Was it us that was talking about that the other day where somebody was like, the Earth's core is now spinning in the other direction?
It was me.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here, I don't know if I contributed to the conversation, but I was sitting here like, there's no fucking way. Like, because I did the research on how fast it's supposedly spinning, and for it to stop and then start spinning the other way, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, all kinds of crazy shit would have happened if
We would have
stopped
noticed
spinning
is
in
what you're
reverse.
saying?
1000%.
It's because everything is fake, Eric. This is a simulation.
Who knows, dude? Who knows?
Welcome to the Matrix.
Man, for my last pick, I don't... Fuck, dude.
Nick is really engaged. Come on now, Eric.
I have a list here.
Well, so you should probably pick one from that list.
Shut up. I really thought I was going to be famous when I was a kid, but I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with...
Oh, you don't get to stick that in.
Everyone with the same last name was related somehow.
Okay, I believe that. I still think that.
I still believe that.
Genealogy says so.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and the reason that I thought this, and I asked my dad...
Oh, no, your dad must have thought you were a big dummy.
No.
Are you sure your dad didn't think you were stupid?
No, he does. But I was
he does. Okay, good.
I was like, Dad, like, why are there so many people with the name Washington? Because there were so many kids that I knew, like, and then there was a lot of military kids, like the black kids that would come from Fort Hood or whatever for 1 year and be in El Paso for 1 year because Sergeant Major School was at Fort Bliss. A lot of them were named Washington. I was like, Dad, why is there so many people named Washington? He looked at me. He's like, who do you think owned their ancestors? I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then
they had to pick a last name.
That's when I stopped thinking people were all related. It's just all just given to you.
That's where free man comes from.
Yep.
Or, Freeman.
Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
A free man.
Yeah, that's a good one. I guess that's true. You couldn't. Those people are not related. My final one is carrots make your eyesight better. I know we said this is a kid one, but I got into a legitimate argument with my ex-wife about a year ago about this. And she was like, you eat carrots all the time and you can't see for shit. And I was like, that's not the point. I didn't eat enough as a kid.
So were you guys at the same school where if you touched your no-no zone, you were going to get hairy palms and mess up your eyesight?
Another one is if a toad peed on you, you'd get warts. I was petrified about that because I was always outside, like messing around in like creeks and stuff and like catching frogs.
Yeah. In the ilk of Nick's Bermuda Triangle was going to be a bigger deal than it actually was. Quicksand.
Yo, yeah.
I had an irrational notion of quicksand as a kid.
I think I still do because I've never seen quicksand live. I'm not sure if you have, but like if I stepped in it and realized my foot was sinking, I think I'd have a panic attack. And die.
I thought that it was gonna, like Nick said, I thought it was gonna be a much bigger problem in my life. That I was
bigger deal.
I was going to have to just deal with quicksand on a regular basis.
Be on the lookout everywhere you went. Like I know there's some quicksand around here somewhere.
I really did, dude. That's why I was playing all those lava games. You ain't gonna catch me slipping, dog.
Dude, I think the opposite now. I think I'm so overly confident that I will never run into quicksand that I'm going to agree with Eric. If I did, all those fears would come rushing back. I'd be like, I didn't prep for this. I didn't pass this test. What do I do?
Oh, my goodness. That's funny as hell.
Were you guys, I know we all got our 5 picks in, but, and this just might.
This is honorable mention time.
This might just be a testament to how dumb I am. But when you were a kid, like, when you watched, like, let's say Armageddon, and you didn't understand how movies were made, were you like, how the fuck did they film this in space? Like, what the fuck, dude?
On the ilk of Armageddon, I maybe, if you really dug deep enough and you got a couple of beers in me, I'm still convinced an asteroid is going to strike the Earth.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal, Nick.
At any second.
Asteroids are a bigger deal than people make them out to be. That's why Don't Look Up is so believable, bro.
Bigger deal. Asteroids, quicksand, or the Bermuda Triangle. Fuck, marry, kill.
Dude, yo. Fuck, marry, kill. Asteroids, Bermuda Triangle, quicksand. Yeah. I'm starting the asteroids. I'm benching quicksand and I'm killing Bermuda Triangle because Bermuda Triangle is terrifying, bro.
Yo, dude, as a Navy man, that you still got a little.
Nah, it's still the scariest one. Dude, get that shit out of here.
You've seen some shit on the water, dude. That like when it goes a little bump, you're like, "What was that?" And then you just ignore it.
Sailors are weird for a reason, bro. It's 100%. Different out there, bro.
100%.
Oh man, that Bermuda Triangle fear is real, dog.
All right, Eric. Fuck, marry, kill. That might be the clip for the show, by the way.
I'm gonna kill the asteroid because that's gonna kill everybody.
That's a good boy.
I'm probably gonna fuck quicksand. Just because it seems like
that's what I did.
Just until it fucks you.
And then, dude, the Bermuda Triangle. Like, if you get caught in that son bitch, like that's it. The only reason I'm gonna marry that bitch is because I'm hoping that you get on the other side of that bitch and you're in Atlantis living the high life, bro. They're like, you're one of the few humans that gets to experience Atlantis. That's what I would hope, but I don't think that's. I think you just sink to the bottom of the ocean and die.
Yeah, that's exactly. Actually, you're pulled to the bottom of the ocean quite quickly by a whirlpool.
Fairly certain Atlantis is one of Epstein's islands.
Oh. Took something simple and great.
Hey, so last 2 honorable mentions. If you get a seed in your belly, it's gonna grow inside you.
Yep, watermelon seed with my dad.
Yep, watermelon seed. Yep.
No, and I think that was it. I think I'm out. I'm out.
I have one. I don't know. I thought my mom's name was Mom. I remember the first time I went to school, like, what's your mom's name? I was like, Mom, what the fuck? You just said it. Like, the fuck you mean, what's her name?
Speaking of school, until I was like a junior in high school, I didn't see any teachers outside of school. I had no concept that they owned homes or had like lives outside of school. I thought they just existed at the school. If you would have been like, Nick, describe where teachers go, I'd be like, I don't know, like into the closet? Like they just live in the closet?
That's what I thought the faculty room was for.
I thought
For the
so.
sake
I
of-
couldn't go in there. What was that, like beds, cots?
For the sake of nobody losing their job, I'll never forget the moment I realized teachers were just normal fucking people as well. Now I know a bunch of them and shit. But it was like junior year, we had just started smoking weed or whatever. And we go to this friend's house who's related to a teacher. And this fucking teacher's just ripping the fucking bong in front of us. And I was like, oh shit, you do what we do, except you get me in trouble when I do it. Like, what the fuck is going on? But
Funny.
yeah, that's when I realized, oh shit, teachers are just normal ass people who have this shitty ass job and have to keep me in check all day.
Dog.
Isn't that a John Mulaney joke? That he was like out boozing with his friend who was a teacher, and he was like, "Don't you have to go to work in the morning?" And she's like, "I'll just show a video." And you're like, "That's why teachers in the middle of the week were just like, who wants to watch Bill Nye?"
I will say this teacher had one of the easiest classes and I think a lot of the 303 listeners that we went to high school with us, they know which teacher I'm talking about.
Don't want to be outing this teacher.
Yeah, we're not gonna say it on air or nothing, but we all know.
Eric, does
We all
this
know.
teacher still have a job at El Paso High School?
I don't believe they're at the same high school that we went to, but I do believe they're still an educator.
Okay, well,
Well, now they're not.
now they're not anymore.
Thanks for playing Who Got Fired this week.
I mean, it's not like he touched anybody's
Any
dingle
police
dangle,
officers
bro.
out
He lit
there.
up a joint in front of us.
Let's wrap this up, Eric. Read our list off again, and then we'll go ahead and
All
get
right,
into
so
the.
Jermaine went step on the crack, break your mama's back. White milk came from white cows, and chocolate milk came from black cows.
Brown cows.
Brown
Brown cows. Sorry, I wasn't trying to get canceled there.
Yes, you were. You try to get canceled all the time.
If you make a face, it will get stuck that way. The moon was made of cheese, and he really thought he could dig to China. I thought peeing in the pool turned it blue. Believed adults are right about everything when they're clearly not. The B-2 bombers were actually invisible. If you put a person on the ground, the devil will steal your money. And if you had the same last name, it meant you were related. Nick, 30 minutes to swim after eating. If you swallow gum, it stays in you for 7 years. The world stopped at Chicago or Kansas City. Bermuda Triangle, bigger
that's
deal than
true.
it actually is. And
Well, I don't know. I've never been down there, so.
That's true. And then carrots make your eyesight better.
Yo, can I add one more on the vein of since you told the Hispanic if your purse touches the ground?
Yeah.
So the Germans have a guy named Schwarzepeta. It's Black Peter, and if you're a naughty kid, if you're a bad kid, you get coal in your stocking, and that's all you get for Christmas. You get no presents, you get coal. It's a very famous like German nursery rhyme. And if you're good, you get candy and treats and everything like that. But if you're bad, like not just not good, if you're a bad kid, there's a guy named Schwarzepeta who comes in your room, burns your feet with a hot iron, and then drags you away to his cave and you're never seen again. Do you want to know how easy it is to be good as a kid when you think that like some dude's going to come in your room around Christmas season and drag you off?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty easy.
That's pretty fucking easy. The risks are a little too high to being bad.
Dude, I will say, like, growing up in a very Hispanic culture with some Hispanic family members, they have some crazy ones. Like, there was evil spirits in the house. Your grandma would put an egg under the bed. She would crack the egg, and if it boiled, or I can't remember what it was, but like if it cooked, the spirits were gone or some shit. I don't remember, but it was all fucked up.
Would that shit cook?
I never, dude. I think they just fucking
Never
did that shit
does.
to tell you it was.
Never does, bro. Houses were cursed.
Yo, if that shit fuck cooks though, you'd be like, thank
And then
God.
I just found out the shit is actually real. The myth is called El Cucuy, but the animal that
Yeah,
is
the
supposedly
chupacabra.
El Cucuy is a real fucking animal.
You just barely found that out?
Bro. They brought 2 over from Australia or Africa, and they're not indigenous to North America. They brought them over to the Brooklyn Zoo, and then they escaped, and they just haven't been seen again.
It's called a thylacine.
Thylacine, yeah, and I guess they acclimated themselves to North American terrain, started reproducing, and now you got little chupacabras running everywhere, dude.
So if you guys are interested, if the viewers are interested, there's a guy who's been on Joe Rogan a couple of times named Forrest Galante, who runs a show where he looks for extinct, quote unquote, animals. And one of the animals, he says, is the thylacine, because in northern Mexico, there has been sightings over the last 15 years of the chupacabra. But every single one of those sightings correspond with also sightings from legitimate biologists of saying they spotted a population of thylacines in northern Mexico, which have never been found. The last time a thylacine was found was in the 1920s in the Brooklyn Zoo. Or the chupacabra can also be attributed to coyotes with mange. Look very, very very much like the description of the goat-eating, what is it, alien? Goat-eating demon or whatever it is.
So
scary is what it is.
Scary as fuck, dude.
The thylacine, or the Tasmanian tiger, as it's also known, the last known individual one died in 1936 in the Hobart Zoo. That was the last reliable sighting. The last reliable sighting of a wild one, reliably, they can say, was 1933. They say the species died out in the 60s, but there's been countless sightings of them throughout North and Central America in the 21st century.
Right. Fascinating. That's fascinating. Okay, we don't got enough time for this, though,
That's
boys. Let's go ahead and get into the Champions League. So for those of you who joined us last week, we gave out some Champions League bets. They obviously did not hit.
Yeah. I mean, almost wholesale missed.
It was all bad. But with that being said, we're back and better than ever. We've learned from our mistakes, and we're ready to pick bets for you to fade. Are you ready? Eric, you want to share the odds?
Did we learn from our mistakes?
No, because we're betting again. Oh boy, Dead Space.
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to get this pulled up. Let me know when it's good. That's good.
No, get rid of that. Yeah, just that's all right. All right. Yep. Nope. It's good. Yep. Nope. Enhance. No, that's good. Enhance. Oh boy! All right, what's the first slate for this week? Tomorrow, Tuesday, correct?
Yep.
Tuesday.
What's the first game we got, Eric?
Sorry. So the first game tomorrow, they're actually all scheduled at the same time, but here on the board we have Liverpool as a plus 135 money line against Real Madrid as a plus 200 money line, and the draw is plus 260.
And that's Liverpool at home, so.
Yeah.
So, like I said last week, the Champions League has been away for a record number of days. So we're not, unfortunately, able to use the previous Champions Leagues to lead that much validity. Since Liverpool came back from the World Cup break, they have been one of the off-again, on-again teams in the Premier League. What I mean is they came back from the break with wins over Aston Villa and Leicester, then lost to Brentford and Brighton away pretty badly. Tied Chelsea, lost to the Wolves away 3-0, beat Everton 2-0, and beat Newcastle 2-0. Those are the last two games. Basically, when Liverpool plays away from home, they're not very good in the Premier League since the break. Coming back with Real Madrid, Real has kind of been the same way, right? They either score and don't allow a goal, or they allow a goal and don't score. Since coming back from the break, they have wins Away at Real Valladolid. Oh, geez. At Bilbao. Wins at home. Two wins at home. And they have a road win before this where they scored a goal in the 78th minute. What are we thinking for this game, boys?
I'll take Liverpool plus 135.
I'm thinking that's the bet I'm going to take as well, Eric.
Yeah.
Liverpool at home since returning from the break has not lost. They did tie with Chelsea, but they have not lost, and they have only allowed 1 or 2 goals in 4 games. Sorry, 1 goal in 3 games. At home since returning from the break. Real away doesn't really play that well. They are hit or miss. They either win or lose. So they are 3-2 away since returning from the break. I'll take Liverpool again.
I'll take the home team plus money in this one.
Yeah,
I know. Look, the next one, I'm taking Napoli plus 110.
All right, it's probably a good pick.
Eric, you're muted.
So to go into the next one, we have Frankfurt hosting Napoli. Frankfurt money line plus 240. Draw plus 265. Napoli at plus 110. Jermaine, you said you're taking Napoli?
Yeah, give me Napoli.
Frankfurt's go.
I would say Napoli's like my dark horse to win it all this year because I can't pick a clear-cut winner. But
what are the odds?
I'll pull that up while you're talking.
What are the odds for Napoli to win? All right, so Frankfurt playing at home, coming back from the break. They have not lost. Does that sway you, Jermaine? No, they have not lost, and they have not allowed a goal at home returning from the break.
It does not make me feel good. Yo, you can get that at plus 240.
Eintracht.
Yeah.
Now, before we bet Eintracht, let's go to Napoli. Napoli away, since we returned to the break. Napoli away has lost 1 game since they returned from the World Cup break. Do you want to guess who they lost to? January 4th.
Inter Milan.
Napoli lost 1-0 to Inter Milan on January 4th. Since then, they have had 4 games away. How many goals have they allowed in those 4 games?
0.
They've scored 9. They've allowed 0.
The team's on fire right now.
Yo, both these teams are on fire. Here's what I want. I want to bet both.
What's the draw?
The draw is plus
265.
265. I will take the draw. I will take the over. And I will take both teams to score, please.
Ooh, I like that one. I want both teams to score as well. I don't even know what the over is at, though.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question. What is the over?
I should be able to tell you right now.
You know what? I'll make it simple, Eric. I'll go over 3 in this game.
So you're gonna go Frankfurt v Napoli draw, and you're taking the over for the whole game at 3
What
or
is
2.5.
that?
2.5 is minus 130.
What's 3?
They don't have 3. Even 3.5 is plus 200.
I'll do over 2.5. That's fine.
Over 2.5 at plus 105.
Yep.
Wait, what? I thought it was
On the screen that I'm looking at, it says plus 105. I don't know if I'm tripping, though. Total goals, regular time.
Well, let me
Under 2.5.
Are you guys not seeing the screen I have right now? This is so
No,
stupid,
we were looking
dude.
at total goals.
This is so dumb. Here we go. Look. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go.
Here we go. Look, here we go.
Here we go now.
Here we go now.
Here we go
now. Here we go.
All right. So over 2.5 is minus 130.
Oh, under 2.5 is plus 105. I was looking at under.
I'll take the over.
You don't want over 3.5, Nick? You don't got the Stones for plus 200?
You know what? I'll do it. I'll do over 2.5 as a safe bet. I'll do over 3 or over 3.5 as well.
Hey, talk shit. Talk shit. I definitely want both teams to score, though.
Both teams to score. All right. Let's move on to our next game. What's the next game, Eric?
Hold on. He's still writing, I think.
The next game is going to be RB Leipzig hosting Man City. Man City is a minus 130 favorite. Leipzig's a plus 340 dog. The draw is plus 295.
Leipzig, since returning from break, is 1-1-1. They have a draw to Bayern Munich. They beat Stuttgart, and they lost to Union Berlin most recently. Same number of goals as goals against. They have only allowed one goal in the first half since coming back, though, and that's an interesting thing to look at. Man City away since they came back, kind of a checkered story. So they beat Chelsea 1-0, lost to Man United and Tottenham Hotspur, beat Arsenal 3-1, and then tied with Nottingham Forest. Of these, they also beat Leeds, Of these 6 games, they have only scored or allowed 4 goals in the first half. So
Man City's only, or Stuttgart?
City.
Man City's only allowed 4 in the first half?
Man City's only allowed 2 in the first half. They have also only scored 2 in the first half.
Okay, so I want RB Leipzig in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the big time upset. And then I want both teams to score first half. No.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do, Eric. I'm gonna put 2 bets because I know they're both gonna pay pretty well if I hit them. I want to take RB Leipzig first half, Man City second half. So basically, RB Leipzig halftime, Man City full time. And then I'm going to take, as a safe bet, draw halftime, Man City full time. I think Man City wins this game. Although, I can see Jermaine's point, because one thing that I actually talked about this weekend when describing European soccer to somebody that was unfamiliar with it is it's so odd to have a treble in European soccer, or odd, not odd. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say, Jermaine? It's not odd. It doesn't happen a lot. Difficult.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because teams
Improbable.
often focus on one of the 3 competitions more, with the League Cup probably the one that they don't focus on that much. And the League and Champions League kind of being the ones that they focus on more. Do we think Man City is focusing more on the EPL than they are the Champions League?
No.
No, they're focused.
They've never won
on
they've
UCL.
never won the UCL.
Do we think the title race for the EPL is distracting them against an opponent like RB Leipzig? Could they possibly be looking past RB Leipzig?
That is possible, especially with this team.
To ask you that question again, let me look up Man City's next games in the Premier League. Man City's next 5 games in the Premier League: AC Bournemouth, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Liverpool. I take back what I said. Man City's going to win this game.
Nick, so just real quick, you said RB Leipzig is going to win the first half, Man City is going to win the second half?
Correct.
And
Well,
then,
no. So hold on. This is how the bet goes. RB Leipzig wins. RB Leipzig will be winning at halftime. Man City will be winning at the end.
Yep. So RB Leipzig halftime, Man City full time.
Right.
If you can't find the odd right now, we could find it off the line.
It's going to be worth a lot of money. Like last week, it was like on the order of like plus 1,200. And then another one of my bet would be just to hedge it a little bit. Draw halftime, Man City full time. What's Man City's odds right now?
Let me try to pull that up real quick. It's just
looking.
My screens are so zoomed in. So
Man
City is minus 130.
I might take Man. Give me Man City money line as well, Eric.
Let's see if I can't find this halftime full time bet.
What was it under last time, Jermaine? It was under some like.
It took me forever to find it.
It was under some
they have
crazy
money line up to 30th minute, and then they have money line up to 70th minute. Halftime or full. They have halftime RB Leipzig at plus 175.
Oh, so here we go. RB Leipzig halftime or full time. So plus 175 halftime.
Plus 175 halftime. It was under something. It's under something odd. I don't remember.
I think it's under game props.
Oh, here we go. Halftime, full time underneath game parlays. RB Leipzig to win first half. Man City to win full time is plus 2,000. The tie at halftime, and then Man City to win full time is plus 350. Man, I'd love to see that plus 2,000.
Okay, so that one is plus 2,000, and then you took Man City money line as well.
Yeah, Man City money line 130, just to throw a little good bet there. We'll move on to our fourth game of the Champions League. Inter Milan is hosting FC Porto in this game. Any initial thoughts on this game, gentlemen? Or would you like me to read out the stats first?
This is Porto versus Inter Milan.
Yep. Inter Milan is very, very clinical since returning from the World Cup. They have 4 wins and 1 loss. There is only one of those 5 games that they have scored over 3 points, over 3 goals. They have 3 1-0 wins, including a 1-0 win over AC Milan. FC Porto, since coming back away, they have not lost, but they also do not score. They had a 0-0 draw, and then their last 3 games have been 1-0 win, 2-0 win, and 2-1 win. Eric, I will take the under in this match, under 3 if they have it. And I'm even going to say here, let's go 0-0 hunting.
0-0. You're calling a 0-0 draw in this game.
Let's go 0-0 hunting in this.
So you said it's going to be under. You said you're going to take the Inter versus Porto under 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Under 3.5 minus 360. Cool.
Wow. Okay, with those odds, we'll take under 2.5. Under 2.5 is minus 130. I don't want 360. That's just yeah, sure, whatever. But no. No, not going to take that. And then the draw, obviously, draw is what, plus 275.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a correct score bet. Jermaine, do you remember where correct score bet was? Maybe team props. No.
Look at game props, I believe. Correct score. You're talking about correct score?
Yes.
It's under game props.
Correct score. Oh, correct score bands.
No, it's at the top. Correct score. It's the third thing on game props.
Oh, I do not see it. Can you tell me what a 0-0 draw is?
Oh, hold on. Am I in
Both
the
teams
right
to
game?
score no draw, or both teams to.
Oh, you know what it is? I don't. Correct score right there. That's for go up. You're on Porto, right, Eric?
I'm on Porto.
Oh, yeah, right there.
The
Scroll
third
down.
thing. Third one. Correct score.
What's a 0-0 draw, Eric?
900.
No, I'll take 0-0 draw plus 900. Let's go 0-0 hunting. What are you under game props? Jeez.
Game props, yeah.
Why is it
Sorry,
not
I was in
popping
a
up on
different
mine?
game trying to put my bet in because
It's not popping up on mine
we're
for some
going pretty
reason.
fast.
Interesting.
it's because it doesn't like you, bro.
I guess so. Because
So I'm
DraftKings rejected me. That's why.
I'm taking. Damn, you're taking plus 900, huh? So I'm putting in goal scored up to the 30-minute for RB Leipzig City. No.
Okay.
So in the first 30, it'll stay scoreless.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's minus 110.
Ooh.
And then let's see. Yo, that Porto correct score plus 900 is funny as hell. So what I'm going to do is I'll take goal scored up to 70th minute in that game, and I'm going to take no as well. So Inter Milan versus
Nick, back to your earlier question. Napoli is plus 1,000. There's only 3 teams with better odds than them. City at plus 180, Bayern at plus 350, and Liverpool at plus 900.
Guess everybody's figured it out, huh?
it's not your best kept secret ain't the best kept secret.
Sneaky.
So let's see. Both team goal scored. Oh, it doesn't have up to 70th. It just has up to 30. I'm taking no minus 135 in that game.
Oh, there we have it. Hopefully it goes better than last week. Last week was just
Well, I took a lot more bets this week, so it'll definitely go better for you.
I hope.
I want to look at these money lines one more time just to double check, see if there's any value. Dude, a draw for Milan and Porto is plus 275.
All right, you know what? Because I love doing it, Eric. Let's see what a parlay. Let's play a money line parlay on this leg 1 of our week 2 Champions League. Let's go Frankfurt Napoli draw. Let's go Liverpool. Let's go Inter Porto draw. Let's go Man City.
So,
Who's that pay us?
54.69.
54.69. So that money line pays off $10. 500 bucks. I like that.
556.97. Oh, very nice.
I like that. Let's book that, Eric.
Hey, go ahead and put a little pizza money on that for me as well, and then you can use that for the World Baseball Classic tickets.
Oh yeah?
Because I know this is gonna hit. I believe in you.
How much is pizza money? $100 from you, Eric?
No, $10. $10.
Nah.
Scare money don't make money. That's why it ain't gonna hit now, Eric. You see
Whack.
that? Wait, where do you want me to bet on?
No,
You may bet on my site?
We'll talk post episode.
Oh, I ain't got no money on my site.
He said we'll talk post.
Oh, you know what? I still have bet Fred, so we're good.
Yo, so Liverpool. So here's what I want. I want Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
What did I have on my document? So I want Liverpool money line, Napoli money line. I want RB Leipzig, and then I want the draw.
Yeah, that's plain fucking.
Ooh,
$800.
ooh,
It's 800.
Champions League parlay for me, baby. I think that's hitting.
This guy thinks Leipzig's gonna win.
Let's
I'll
go.
I'll be rooting for you, dog. You know I will.
Hey, I'm rooting
Fuck
for
Man
chaos.
City.
I'm rooting for chaos, baby. I'm hoping the Man City that shows up on the road shows up, and RB Leipzig can be a game team.
Certainly not a crazy thing to say.
So that's exactly what I'm going for.
I'm in favor for anything that'll get Pep fired. So if it takes an RB Leipzig win to do it, let's get it done. I can't wait till that motherfucker's out of that job.
So I realized the other day, since I don't have an EPL team, I was asking fellow podcast or longtime podcast listener Tom Lingard what team I should support, and he asked me what kind of attacking style do I like? How do I like distributions? Do I like attackers, midfielders, defenders? And I said, you know what? I walked it through. I said, you know what? I would really, really be a Man City fan. I cannot think of a player on Man City that I do not like.
Gungadon.
Oh, Gugagon?
Yeah. You don't like him?
Yeah, he's a bum.
Yeah, exactly. So
he's a bum. But
what about Kyle Walker?
Kyle Walker sucks. Good call. Oh, he's fast as fuck, though. I play with him on FIFA, so he's getting better.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. But what I said was, I hate Pep Guardiola enough that I will never root for Man City while he's the coach.
Yeah, but I helped you out. You found some players you hated, too.
Right, but, it really comes down to my disdain.
Yeah,
for Pep Guardiola.
Pep is a very unlikable guy, apparently.
I mean, I think if you are going to pick an EPL team to root for, I think now you're getting in it, not the ground level because they got like 100 years, but Newcastle would be the route to go. Or
Newcastle.
If you want to be the dude who's like pro-America, you can always go Leeds. I mean, I know they fired Jesse Marsh, but they got a bunch of American
Arsenal.
players.
They're burned to me.
Don't pick Arsenal.
Arsenal was my early.
Pick Arsenal, dude.
Arsenal was my 2006 to 2010 EPL team because of all the Germans they had on them.
Pick Arsenal and get you a Thierry Henry jersey.
Yo,
don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Pick Arsenal, baby.
I might
do that.
I might pick Arsenal and get a Lukas Podolski jersey.
Man, yo, pick Arsenal so it could send the hooligans chat full tilt, bro. Full tilt.
Yo,
Aurelio and Eric will lose their mind, and it's worth it, bro.
You know what? I'll make this promise, Eric. Since my EPL team formerly was Arsenal, when they had Per Mertesacker and Lukas Podolski, if they win the league, I'm an Arsenal fan.
All right, bet. So Eric, put this down on whatever bet tracker you want. If Arsenal wins, Nick will become an Arsenal fan. If Arsenal loses, you're a what fan? Newcastle?
I will make this bet.
Tottenham.
I will make this bet. Oh God, no! I don't want to be fucking Tottenham.
No. So if Arsenal wins,
if Arsenal does not win the league,
Tottenham.
Eric gets to pick my EPL team.
Tottenham, Eric. Pick Tottenham.
Come on, dude. I'm not gonna pick Tottenham.
Pick Tottenham, dude.
You want me to pick it right now?
I would hope we would pick it right now for the listeners.
All right. So I'm titling it the episode. Nick becomes an Arsenal fan. So if they win EPL, he becomes an Arsenal fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I might even go out and buy an Arsenal jersey.
If they don't,
they got a dope logo, bro.
They got dope jerseys.
Pretty much, they miss a lot. Not a lot. I'm sorry. They usually hit a lot, but when they miss, bro.
All right, Jermaine. So I'm thinking I'll throw in Tottenham in the mix, Tottenham in the mix, just because.
Tottenham.
Just because it would be nice to have that and be able to hate on it all day. Or I'm gonna do West Brom and Albion. Or. Nah, I can't do it. I was going to make you a West Ham fan.
I mean, the problem is if you pick a non-traditional Big Six, like a non-traditional team, I'm going to go full in on them. And every win they have will be a success.
All right. So if they win, you can be an Arsenal fan. If they lose, you're relegated to being a Tottenham fan.
All right.
Yo, you said West Brom and what? You mean Brighton, Hove, and Albion?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he means.
I was because there's West Brom, and then there's Brighton, Hove, and Albion. There we go.
I was sitting here and I was just like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure that's wrong."
It's the one that has the American Express on their jersey. I think it's West West.
Oh,
Albion.
see, I don't know if Albion has American Express on it, but it's Brighton, Hove, and Albion.
Brighton Hove. There we go. Fuck. I don't know why I couldn't space out on it. No,
Yeah,
we'll
just
make
say
him a Tottenham
Brighton.
fan.
Just say Brighton.
We'll make you a
I
Tottenham
just
fan.
think it's hysterical. He can get Arsenal with prestige and trophies and these great players that's just this storied franchise, or he could get Tottenham. No trophies. Dude, Thierry Henry played for Arsenal, so shut your mouth, Eric.
When?
So he could have Tottenham with almost no trophies and
Yeah,
Harry Kane. Like
When
just the ending result of this bet is amazing to me.
When did Thierry play for Arsenal?
He spent the last 2 seasons as their captain.
I don't see. I just maybe it's the selective memory or amnesia or something, but I don't remember that.
Yeah. Okay. You guys got anything else for the listeners?
Yes.
Nope.
We have to do the head-to-head. Just go over that real quick.
No, I thought head to head was tomorrow's episode.
Oh, we can do it tomorrow.
Okay.
It ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Just put it in the doc for tomorrow's.
It's in the doc. It's in the doc.
Well, it's not because I'm looking at it, but all right. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Room303. I've been your host, Jermaine Cologne Mendez. This has been my co-host, Nicholas Morahan. And as always, we have with us the EP. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.